So there we go, recording in progress. Okay, hello Plastic Ocean team. So I just wanted to touch base. I know a lot of you will have spoken to Zoe and Liv up until now, but I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Millie. I am part of the team with Zoe and Liv, and I am responsible for the management of your program from now on in, getting you there and making sure it goes smoothly when you're out there. So the aim of today is to get you organized, okay? So this is your opportunity to ask the questions and to stop me in my tracks, stick your hand up, wave at me, smiley face me, whatever you do to get my attention and ask those questions, okay? Because you know, we want you to arrive with everything. And yes, you do need a mosquito net and you do need a head torch. So, you know, it's that level of detail that we're going to go into. So to kick us off, okay, I'm going to discuss your itinerary. Hold on, Chloe has arrived. Abby and Millie, do you want to put your camera on? And Chloe, camera's on. It's so much nicer for me. Oh, thanks. Hi. I can't bear talking to black spaces. It just slightly sets my teeth on edge. Okay, so let's start off with your itinerary and your flights. Okay, starting with the flights. You are all going, well, the majority of you are going via America on that American Airline BA combo flight. So just a reminder, you need an ESTA. Yes, has everyone got their ESTA? Nod, 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 yes. And
I haven't got mine yet.
Who's that? Millie?
Lucy.
Oh, Lucy, hi Lucy, you haven't got your ESTA. Okay, reminder to get your ESTA. Have you got the link?
No.
All right, I will send everybody an email at the end of this with the ESTA link and other stuff which we discussed throughout. Okay, you need that ESTA. The other thing which is absolutely vital is to arrive in Costa Rica, you need to show immigration your flight out of Costa Rica within 90 days. That is absolutely imperative. Okay, and just to really put the scaredy wind up you is 2 people thought that they didn't. They arrived in Costa Rica, they got put into the airport detention center for 24 hours, and then they were deported to El Salvador, okay, and then had to re-enter 24 hours later. Don't do that to me or your parents, because it was the most stressful 4 days that we've had all year. So that is absolutely critical. I know a lot of you will stay on in Costa Rica post-program. Absolutely fine. And the flights that we recommended, if you book through Trail Finders with AA, BA, you know, they can be rerouted and redated. Yes, it will cost you, but that is the best way of doing it, to give you complete flexibility. Okay, so everyone happy? No one's going to let me down on those flights, because I won't answer the phone call. Okay, it's over. That lesson has been learned and it is being delivered. So that is your flight. In the week just before, in the few days just before you fly, I will send you a kind of reminder email of what you need for the airport. You will need to fill in a health form, which is the Salud form, which gives you a QR code, which is required for the flight. You also need to print off your NHS fit to fly COVID certificates, okay? You have to have that, and you print off your ESTA, so that when you arrive at the airport in the UK, at the airport in the States, and at Costa Rica, basically you don't have to worry about finding anything on your phone. You just open a file and you wave this level of information in the immigration officer's face. It's very simple, but the more organized you are, the less hassle you'll have. Okay.
I have a quick question. If I'm going via Madrid, I don't need an ESTA, do I?
Oh, sorry, Chloe, I can't hear. Let me turn my volume up. Say again.
If I'm going via Madrid, I don't need an ESTA.
No, you don't.
Okay.
No, but you still will need your proof of vaccinations and your salute form. Okay, all happy with your flight. The next thing with the flight is I am recommending that you all check yourself in at the airport, okay, and you meet on the other side. And I will have a look at what terminal you're going to and make a recommendation in the email I send you just before you go. But it will be something really simple, like meet at Costa on the other side.
Yeah, of course, we'll slide over. So the only thing
Where's
we
Zoe?
need
Zoe,
is
the phone's
to,
going, sorry, it's a bit
look
annoying.
onto
Okay, so moving on to your
the-
itinerary. Okay, so it is a really exciting, complex, busy, dynamic itinerary. It is kind of evolved and it is more dynamic, and we are now giving you more locations. We tried it, we have been trying it this year, and it's been really, really successful. It's a combination of, well, it just, instead of doing, you have two turtle phases in the plastic oceans, and one phase is always at Serenus, and the other phase was always just at Santa Teresa. But actually everyone absolutely loves doing the more Robinson Crusoe experience up the coast. So now we have injected a phase, an extra phase, which takes you to Samara Beach, and then you go to this lovely turtle sanctuary. It's so basic, is your Robinson Crusoe experience there instead. So your itinerary is, you arrive on Sunday, you will all be picked up from the airport, regardless of what aeroplane you land. You will all have the night at the Rose of America, which is in San Jose, and you'll try and get some sleep, but you'll be up at the crack of Sparrow because of the time difference. You won't know if you're coming or going. You'll be transferred on the Monday to Santa Teresa. On the Monday, Tuesday, kind of early morning, you'll have your full introduction day. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you'll start your surfing course. You probably might even start it on Tuesday afternoon. So that first week is about bedding you in, getting rid of your, trying to acclimatize to the new time difference, finding your feet in Santa Teresa, which you will love. And so it's kind of Spanish and surfing that first week. Then you've got the weekend, fiddling about, enjoying Santa Teresa. Then the following week, it's all about Spanish and volunteering. The volunteering is in the plastic oceans, is very much about, clearly the name, plastic. And it is a really huge problem, as you will see on the Pacific coast, because the ocean never stops throwing the beaches and then the rivers and then the jungle, this disgusting amounts of plastic. You will be shocked. So the local community in Santa Teresa and actually on that whole peninsula are engaged in recycling this plastic. And you guys, all the volunteers, our volunteers and other volunteers that go to Jakira are part of this big community aspect. And you will feel the community appreciation left, right and center. So it is, so clever what they do, from picking up the plastic on the beaches. They then make lifeguard towers. They recycle it in this recycling plant, which goes to America, get turned into plastic thread, made into groovy clothes, and the money comes back. It's so clever. So for all of you interested in sustainability or doing something like that at university, this is a really good example of a grassroots community project, which doesn't cost much apart from effort. And the effort that you make has a really, really big impact. So you will see that and be part of it firsthand. It again rolls into your turtle phase, because you'll see that the biggest threat to the turtles is the plastic. So you will learn about that in the 2 turtle sanctuaries. So your first 3 weeks is at Santa Teresa. Your 4th week, you will then have the first Monday and Tuesday still at Santa Teresa, finishing off your Spanish and projects. And then you move to Serenus, which is your first turtle sanctuary, which is absolutely stunning. It's very remote. The accommodation's beautiful. The setting is stunning. So you will love that. And then after that, you move to Samara Beach, which is further up the coast. This is where the group gets split into two. Half of you stay at Samara Beach for a bit of surfing, a bit of yoga, hiking and exploring, while the other half go to Asvo, which is the Robinson Crusoe style turtle sanctuary. It is the polar opposite of Serenus. Serenus is beautiful sanctuary with beautiful accommodation. Serenus is, Asvo is basic. You think bunk beds in a tin hut, buckets for kind of washing, you're all hands on deck to cook the food, but you're only there for 3 nights, 3 days, I mean, so it's all hands on deck, and everyone, you know, you will love it. You know, now you're mentally prepared for it, you will love it. Then at the end, you move to Monteverde, which is your cloud forest experience. There you do loads of hikes, the waterfall hikes. The rivers are kind of still abundant, so you will see amazing waterfalls, amazing wildlife, sunset treks that Eric takes you on. There's a really big challenging 3-hour trek through the jungle, you know, brace yourself for that, but it's really worth doing. And in Monteverde, this is the chance that this is the adventure capital of Costa Rica. I mean, it really is. This is where you go, if you want these optional extras, you don't have to do it, but there's a bungee jumping, there's the zip wiring, there's kind of going horse riding, there's coffee tours, it's all there. So this is when you will blow your budget. And, you know, the one thing, please check you are insured before you throw yourself off the bungee jump, okay? A lot of people have not been insured and give us a mild heart attack. So rule of thumb, the Campbell Irvine insurance policy, if you've bought that one, it covers you for 2 bungee jumps. Who wants to do 2? Surely 1 is enough. It covers you. The battle face does not cover you. If you had battle face, I can give you a link to an add-on sports add-on insurance, which you can get it's about 12 quid for the day to cover you for that. So if you're using your home insurance or weird and wonderful policies, and you want to do a bungee jump, you want to do the zip lining, check before you leave, okay? So with regard to the itinerary, okay, those are the phases. There is an order which has been set in stone, you know, which I'm kind of working off right now, but please, it so could change when you're out there, the order of events. So your team leaders will kind of explain why it might change, like the turtles might, you know, be better kind of the week before because they know when they're going to, you know, hatch. So go with the flow when it comes to the order, but all those phases are included. So anyone got any questions about what's included in the itinerary? No questions? Ooh, you're all so easy.
I don't have a question, but I need to go back to my job. So lovely to see you.
Okay, bye, Emily.
Sorry. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can you send me the Zoom recording, please?
Yes, of course, of course, of course.
Cheers. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
And there she goes. Right. Okay, so that's the phases. Now we're going to talk about accommodation and how it works on the ground. The first hotel, the Rose of America, is lovely, basic, sweet, family run. We use it all the time as our kind of hub in San Jose. Very, very Spanish, but it's kind of clean and nice, got a little swimming pool. So if you're kind of get there early, you can chill in, you know, beautiful gardens. When you get to Santa Teresa, you are going to be staying, Jakira are our partners in Costa Rica and organize all our logistics and everything, always have. you're staying at Chris's house. Okay, so it's a big family house and it is like expanded, it's about 5 acres. It's got bungalows all around it. And it can now, I think there's about 4 bungalows. It can now take about 40 to 50 people at any one time. You are going to be in kind of a part of the camp. And so you will meet everybody. It's a really kind of social environment, but you're doing your own projects, with your own project leaders. So you will meet everyone. The other volunteers that they get predominantly come from Germany and Holland. So it makes for a really good social scene. So you're kind of, that's a kind of big vibe. Then when you go to Serenus, I've already described it. That's very, very sanctuary-esque. You will love that accommodation. I'm not going to tell you much more about it because I want it to be a surprise. Samara, you are going to be living in a hostel, which is run by a gorgeous Costa Rican family, and they make all your food and you feel just part of a family environment there. And Asbo, we've described, is hardcore. And then at Monteverde, you again are staying in a hostel in the center of town, another kind of family run. So you've got a bit of everything throughout the itinerary. The next thing I want to discuss is money. Yeah, brace yourself. I'm telling you now, there is no, I can't kind of mince my words. Costa Rica is expensive, okay? You have to budget, okay? Especially in Santa Teresa. Santa Teresa is like the Ibiza of Costa Rica, okay? You've got the best bars, you've got great nightlife, you've got sushi bars, beach bars with Ibiza tunes being played, but they are expensive. And I know you will want to go there, but don't go there. Only go there when the cocktails are at its happy hour. Otherwise, you will fly through your budget and then you'll be complaining at the end saying, why didn't you tell me? My God, I spent absolute fortune in Costa Rica. So you have got to be mindful of this. You know, George Clooney and the likes are kind of walking up and down the beaches of Santa Teresa. So you can imagine how high end it can be. Samara, Monteverde, less so, but Santa Teresa is where you're going to go nuts because, like us all, we all see those Ibiza style bars and think, yeah, that's where I want to be hanging out. But just be mindful, okay? So suppers in all these places are not included, apart from when you're in the turtle sanctuaries, when all meals are included. So it's suppers that you've got a budget for. You can cook when you're in Santa Teresa, you can cook for yourself, go to the supermarket and make your own food. Chris actually and the team put on pizza night, sushi night, for $10 or $12. Do that option and then go out to the town for a few drinks. So be really clever when it comes to your food. When you're at Samara, suppers there are less expensive. But again, the last group, they were buying their own food and cooking it in the hostel, you know, and spending less than $5 a night. So it is up to you to work as a team and to script your own budgets when it comes to food and drink. No $10 cocktails, please. Activities, there are so many extra activities that you can do, okay? Literally, it is all going to be given on offer, but you don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. The ones that I would do though, and budget for, is going to Tortuga Island, and that will cost you $80 for a day trip. That is worth doing. The zip wire is about $60 odd, and that is worth doing. That's at Monteverde. The other one that people do is the bungee jump. That's $85, you know. And so, sorry, Cara, I thought you were going to ask a question. Anyway, so those are the 3 biggies that people do. And then there are kind of fun things like kind of a sunset cruise, which might kind of cost you $10 or or surfing is included in that first week. And then when you're at Samara, you might want to do a surf there. You know, at Samara Beach, you could even do a paddy course if you wanted to at $450. So it is all there for the taking, but just, you know, make a kind of plan, look at your budgets beforehand. And you're definitely going to spend, even if you did no extra adventures, 150 quid a week extra. I guarantee that, just on suppers and drinks. I guarantee. And then plus for many of those extra adventures that you want to do. Okay. Any questions on money? Okay, on budgeting, activities. Okay, when it comes to money, okay, the actual getting the hard currency out, I would recommend you take $100 cash on you. Okay, so if something goes wrong, you're at New York, stuck in an American airport. I think you're going through New York. I'm sure you are. Are you going through New York? I forgot which city you're going through. It's just New York, isn't it? So you've got a little bit of cash there if needed, and just in case of, you know, emergencies, you've got that on you. But don't try and get the local currency out until you get out to Costa Rica. Okay, there are ATMs everywhere. Now, the last group have said Monzo does not work in Costa Rica, but Revolut does. So if I don't know who's got a Monzo, if you've got a Monzo and you can't get a Revolut, then take your Monzo because it might work. It might have just been a temporary thing, but definitely take a debit card as well. I know Monzo works in Guatemala and Mexico for onward travels, but for some reason, it's just been really sticky in Costa Rica. Okay, so you get the local currency out in Costa Rica, ATMs everywhere. Telephones, the other big favorite. There's Wi-Fi everywhere, literally in all these places. So you are never, you know, going to be without a working phone. Communication is fantastic. The only time it isn't fantastic and a bit sketchy, it's still manageable, but it's not as there's no Wi-Fi, is when you're at the two turtle sanctuaries, but you can get phone signal. You could get local SIM cards out everywhere to a penny. So that's really easy if you want to do that. Just make sure your phone is unlocked, and please take a reserve phone, please. Everybody, in every group, there's someone that breaks their phone, and there is no post to Costa Rica, zip post. So if you break it, you'll have to buy a new one in Costa Rica, and they are hugely expensive. So just take a secondhand rubbishy phone that you've got sitting in your drawer at home, bung it in your rucksack. Okay. Okay. Any questions on so far? No. Okay, so just going back to your kit list of what to take. I don't mind if you don't take a full-blown kind of DOV style rucksack. You could take, but just make sure that whatever you take as your main luggage, it's soft, it's durable, it could be shoved on the top of minibuses, it could be shoved in the corner. We don't want any hard suitcases. They are hopeless. So, but you know, those big kit bags, you know, soft bag, if you could shove them on your shoulders, just using the straps, the only time you're carrying them is from hostel to bus, bus to hostel. So that's all fine. The most important thing to spend money on is a good day backpack. Okay, because there are loads of hikes, especially in Monteverde, which you'll want to do. So I would take a kind of 20-litre-ish day pack, which is comfortable on your shoulders. That's really good. Water bottle. God, it's unbelievable how many people forget their water bottle. Hats, phone covers, waterproof, long trousers kind of thin trousers for the project work. You will need a mosquito net for ASVO. You will need a head torch for ASVO because there's no electricity there. So that's your kind of, you need to take it. Okay. The mosquito nets, yes, there is a hook on the ceiling. So the cheap and cheerful single bed mozzie net on Amazon, cheap as chips, pop one in your bag. Oh, and a UV top for surfing, really, really important because you are out in the midday sun all day. So please don't forget that. Right, just looking at my list. Oh, risks. We've got to do the risk assessment. Okay, so in Santa Teresa, part of the reason of doing the surfing course is that the beaches on Santa Teresa, they stretch for miles, and they do when you're at Serenas. I mean, literally as far as the eye can see. And there's very few people on them, and you'll just think, oh, brilliant. There's probably a reason why nobody is on a stretch of beach at any particular time, because they've identified that it's riptides. Riptides is one of the biggest threats in the water, in the ocean, the Pacific Ocean, on those beaches. So really listen up to the lifeguards when they are explaining, the surfing instructors in that lesson. I clearly didn't listen, and I was whisked off in a riptide with my friend. It's quite scary. So so that's really important. You will see in Santa Teresa that everybody gets around on a quad bike or a golf cart, and you are not going to harm them. Okay, please don't harm them. Every time someone harms them, they kind of drive them into a ditch, up a wall, into a tree, and there's some accident. Please don't do it. Going into the beaches after dark, that is a real no-no. Okay, that is really dangerous. And drugs. I'm telling you now, I'm not, get embarrassed saying this, but there is zero tolerance with drugs. Anybody caught doing drugs, and it is everywhere throughout Central and South America, you will be offered it. And if anybody is caught, they will be immediately just asked to leave the program. No questions, no dilly-dallying. You'll just know the drill. It will be so sorry. Okay. Other than that, that is all I needed to say. Any questions from any of you guys at this point? No? You're all happy with the plan? Archie?
Did you see the place we're staying on the first night in San Jose? I'm getting there a day early, so is there a way I could get that the name of that place so I can stay there for the night before as well?
Are you? Yes, you can. Arch, but are you traveling by yourself? What time will you arrive on the Saturday?
I'm getting there 11, I think.
At night?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Oh, 11:30, fine. Because it's slightly out of town. So if you wanted to be in town so you can go and explore San Jose, then go and stay in a hostel. The best hostel in town is the, what's it called? The Salinas Hostel. If you wanted to be in town, because this place is only 10 minutes from the airport.
All right, okay.
Okay,
So
give us,
We're staying at the Salinas ones, mate. So come join us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Brilliant.
that's more fun.
All right, cool.
It's more fun because then you could go out all on Sunday and explore the markets, and then just catch an Uber to take you to the Rosa for 6 o'clock the following night. Okay. Toby, is that all good with you guys? Groovy. Okay. Anyone else? Nope. Well, that's all good. Right. Lovely. Well, we are here to get you organized. Give us a call at any time, and I will send you the link for the ESTA so that you are not, so you can get onto the plane. Other than that, you're in for a treat. It's going to be fun. It is hard work. Just putting it out there. Someone did say, I didn't realize how hard we had to work. Just saying, just reminding you that this is a volunteering experience and you will be asked to do weird and wonderful things in the midday sun. So, but that is where the team bonding comes in and the feeling of achievement. So you will enjoy it, I promise. Okay, so really nice to meet you all. Give us a call if you've got any questions. And if I don't speak to you before you go, have a wonderful time. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye, 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 bye.